Hello students, in this session we will see the next numerical that is based on the moving charges and magnetism. In that the question number 5, two circular coils are placed coaxially with their centers 0.4 meter apart. Two circular coils are placed coaxially means the axes of the two coils are same. It means that the axes of the two coils are same. That is the reason why they are given by two circular coils are placed coaxially with their centers 0.4 meter. The distance between the centers of the either coil will be 0.4 meter. In that, the first coil is of radius they are given. The first coil radius that is expressed by R1 as what is the value of R1 is equal to what they are given. That will be 0.1 meter and has 10 turns. N1 is equal to 10, while the second coil of radius 0.2 meter, which means R2 is equal to 0.2 meter in the given diagram. R2 is equal to 0.2 meter radius and it has N2 is equal to how many turns? While the second coil of radius 0.2 meter and has 20 turns, the current in the first coil is 0.5 ampere. Therefore, that is expressed by I1. I1 is equal to 0.5 ampere and the current in the second coil is 1 ampere. I2 is equal to 1 ampere. Find the resultant magnetic field at a point midway between the coils. Is it clear? Find the resultant magnetic field at a point midway between the coils on the common axis when currents are in the same direction. See here, midway between the two coils means the midpoint here we are taken. That point is expressed by P. Therefore, what about the total distance of the coil is equal to? The total distance of the coil is expressed by X. Therefore, what about the distance of the center of the either coil will be 0.4 meter. Therefore, if you have taken the first coil with respect to the point P, that is expressed by x1, as well as the second coil with respect to the point P, that is expressed by x2. Therefore, the midway between the two coils means x is equal to 0.4 divided by 2. Therefore, the value of xn is also equal to 0.2 meter. The value of x2 is also equal to 0.2 meter. That I written over here. See here, x1 is equal to 0.2 meter and x2 is also is equal to 0.2 meter. Hope you clear that? ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ. ಆದರೆ ಏನನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಟ್ ಎ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಂಗ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಲೂಪ್. ಇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ನಾವು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡು ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಹೇಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಡೇಟಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅಂತ ಆ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾವು ಸೀದಾ ಕ್ವಶನ್, what is the question? What is the net magnetic field? Sorry, when currents are in same direction, in the same direction and is opposite direction. That is the question number B they are given. Before that we have to try to calculate the magnetic field due to the first coil. Magnetic field due to the first coil, that is expressed by B1. ಯಾವ equation ಅನ್ನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ magnetic field at a point on the axis of circular coil. The expression is that B1 is equal to mu naught divided by 2 pi. Sorry, mu naught divided by 4 pi. 2 pi times of n I r square divided by r square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2 is the general expression. Sariya? Mu naught divided by 4 pi 2 pi n I r square divided by r square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2 is the general expression. For the first coil we are done by the magnetic field. Yes, B1. Mu naught divided by 4 pi is constant. 2 pi, number of turns in the first coil is expressed by N1. The current in the first coil is expressed by I1. The radius of the first coil is expressed by R1. Then the radius R1 square. Therefore, the x value will be x1 square. All the values are the known values. See here, therefore, B2 is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi will be 10 raised to the power minus 7. 2 into pi will be 3.142. times of what is N1 they are given. The value of N1 is equal to 10. I1, the value of I1 is equal to 0.5 times of R1 square. The R1 will be 0.1 whole square whole divided by R1 square plus X1 square. What is the value of R1 square? That will be 0.1 square plus what is the value of x1? The value of x1 is equal to 0.2. Therefore, 0.2 square whole to the power 3 by 2. Whole to the power 3 by 2. The very important consideration. ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ, ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ನ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರ್ಸನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು. ಬಟ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ದ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆರ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. 0.1 square 0.01 plus 0.2 square, that will be 0.04 something. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎರಡು ನಂಬರ್ಸನ್ನು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆ್ಯಡ್. ಎರಡನ್ನು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವ ನಂಬರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ? 0.1 square 0.1 into 0.1, that is 0.01. then 0.2 whole square 0.2 into 0.2, that will be 0.04. Is it clear? Then we have to add it, 0.01 plus 0.04, that will be 0.05. Now we have to take the square root of that value. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಆ 0.05 ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ರೂಟ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು. ಬಂದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನಿದೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 3 times ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ರೂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಬೈ 3 times. ಬೈ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 2.81 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 Tesla. Therefore the magnetic field due to the first coil is at the point P is given by 2.81 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 joule. Is it clear? Now we have to calculate the magnetic field is due to the second coil. The magnetic field due to the second coil is calculated as B2 is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi is similar, but for the second coil 2 pi n I r square divided by r square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2. R square plus x square whole to the power 3 by 2. See the values now. Before that, what about the n will be n2, I will be I2, R2 square, x2 square. As now we have to substitute. Therefore B2 is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 7 mu naught divided by 4 pi times of 2 pi. The value of n2 is equal to 20. The value of I2 is equal to 1 ampere, and value of R2 is equal to R2 whole square. The value of R2 is equal to 0.2 whole square divided by 0.2 whole square plus x2 is also 0.2 whole square whole to the power 3 by 2. Is it clear? That implies, again the calculation, 0.2 whole square 0.04, 0.2 whole square 0.04, therefore that will be 0.08. Then you have to take the square root, then you have to, that value is multiplied by 3 times. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದರ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನು ಬರ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ that is nearly equal to 22.21 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 Tesla. These two are the magnetic field. These two are the magnetic field due to the two coils along the axis. Therefore the condition they are given are in the same direction. What is the condition they are given? Find the resultant magnetic field at a point midway between the coils on the common axis when the currents are in the same direction. When the currents are in same direction, the magnetic field will be added up. Therefore the total magnetic field B is equal to B1 plus. When the current are in the same direction, that magnetic field is added up, that is considered as B is equal to B1 plus B2. By adding these two, the value is nearly equal to 25 point. Yes, what is the before that? What is the value of B1 is equal to 2.81 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 plus 22.21 into 10 raised to the power minus 6. Therefore that is equal to 25.02 or 06 something into 10 raised to the power minus 6 Tesla. For the question number E. For the question number B, yes, what is the question number B? Are in the opposite direction. The components are written as B is equal to again B1 minus B2. When the current are in opposite direction, that is considered as B1 minus B2. Therefore again B1 will be, B2 minus B1. Otherwise the value will be negative. Magnetic field and negative ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆಯುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. Therefore B is equal to B2 minus B1. Yes, what is the value of B2 is equal to 22.21 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 minus 2.81 into 10 raised to the power minus 6. Therefore the answer will be nearly 19.4 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 Tesla. 19.4 into 10 raised to the power minus 6 Tesla. The 5 mark question, the simple one. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. B1 B2 when are in the same direction and the current are in opposite direction. Hope you clear that. A sixth numerical, two concentric coils X and Y of radii 16 cm and 10 cm respectively lie in the same vertical plane containing north-south direction. In that coil axis 20 turns and carries a current of 16 ampere, and coil Y has 25 turns and carries a current of 18 ampere, the sense of current X is in anticlockwise and Y is in clockwise for an observer looking at the coil facing west. For an observer looking at the coil facing west, give the magnitude and direction of the net magnetic field due to the coil at their centers. This is the question. For that we are done by one diagram. See here, the question they are given, the two concentric coils X and Y of a radius 16 centimeter and 10 centimeter. Here we are taken by the two coils. The coil X has the greater radius. Therefore, here we are done by, for the outermost coil that is expressed by X, in the inner region of the coil X is having the coil will be Y. It has the radius will be 10 centimeter. Is it clear? And lie in the same vertical plane containing north-south direction. Containing north-south direction. Coil X has 20 turns. Coil X has 20 turns, which means number of turn in the X or the coil X is equal to 20, and it carries a current of, which means I suffix X is equal to 16 ampere, and coil Y has N suffix Y is equal to how many turns? 25 turns, and carries a current of IY is equal to 18 ampere. IY is equal to 18 ampere. The sense of current X is in anticlockwise. Nodi, coil X ಅಲ್ಲಿ current ಹೇಗಿದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ anticlockwise, and Y is in clockwise. For an observer, see here, for an observer looking at the coil facing west. For an observer looking at the coil facing west, therefore the net magnetic field we are written like this, facing west. Where is that? Facing west. In that, give the magnitude and direction of the net magnetic field due to the coil at their centers. Therefore, the magnetic field due to the coil X, that is expressed by B suffix of X, it is in an outward direction, like this directions. Is it clear? Since the sense of current is in anti-clockwise, and the Y which has the current in the clockwise direction. Therefore, the magnetic field at its center, the net magnetic field is due to the coil X, that is expressed by B suffix X is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi 2 pi Ni divided by R. By simplification also you can write directly 2 pi 1 2 pi 2 ಬರೆದು ನೀವು equation ಅನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಿ, but mu naught divided by 4 pi is a constant. That is the reason we are written like this. In that, Nx, is it clear? And Ix and the radius Rx. Yes, what about the radius of the coil X? That will be R suffix of X is equal to 16 centimeter. That will be 0.16. That will be 0.16, and R suffix Y is equal to 0.10, 1.16 meter, 0.10 meter. Is it clear? Yes, now you have to substitute the values. What is the value of mu naught divided by 4 pi? That will be 10 raised to the power minus 7. 2 into pi will be as usual. Nx, the number of turns will be 20, and Ix, that will be 16 divided by Rx will be 0.16. By simplifying this, we get it as the answer will be 4 pi into 10 raised to the power minus 4 Tesla is the answer. Magnetic field, what is the answer? 4 pi, the answer will be 4 pi into 10 raised to the power minus 4 Tesla by simplifying this. Is it clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಪೈ ಅನ್ನು ಏನು ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಪೈ ಅನ್ನು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ 12 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಿಯರ್ಲಿ 13 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ 10 raised to the power minus 4 times of Tesla. Is it clear? Then magnetic field By is equal to mu naught divided by 4 pi 2 pi N suffix of Y Iy divided by R suffix of Y is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 7 2 pi Ny will be, number of turns will be 25, and Iy will be, what is the value of Iy is equal to 18 divided by, what is the value of Ry is equal to? Ry is equal to 0.10, that is equal to 9 pi into 10 raised to the power minus 4 Tesla. By simplifying this, Yes, B1 and B2 values are known. See the question. What is the net magnetic field due to the coils at their centers? Yes, before that, what about the direction of the current? The direction of the current clockwise and anti-clockwise, which means that the direction of the current are in opposite direction. That is the reason why the net magnetic field B is equal to By minus Bx. ಯಾಕೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ? The sense of current is in opposite direction when we compare the coil X with respect to the Y. Is it clear? Therefore, the magnetic field B is equal to, what is the value of By is equal to 9 pi into 10 raised to the power 4 minus 4 pi into 10 raised to the power minus 4. Therefore, B is equal to, by simplifying this, 5 times of a pi into 10 raised to the power minus 4 Tesla is the answer. Question number 7. A circular coil of 20 turns, which means N is equal to 20 and radius 10 centimeter, R is equal to radius 10 centimeter means that will be 0.1 meter, 10 divided by 100, is placed in a uniform magnetic field of B is equal to 0.10 Tesla, normal to the plane of the coil, which means which is placed normal to the plane of the coil means theta is equal to plane of the coil with respect to the magnetic field, that is theta is equal to 0 degree. If the current in the coil I is equal to 50 ampere, if current in the coil I is equal to 50 ampere, what is the question number A? The torque on the coil. I repeat the question. A circular coil of 20 turns and a radius 10 centimeter placed in a uniform magnetic field of 0.10 Tesla, normal to the plane of the coil. If the current in the coil is 50 ampere, what is the question number A? Total torque on the coil. Question number B, total force on the coil. Question number C, average force on each electron in the coil due to the magnetic field. The coil is made up of copper wire of cross-sectional area 10 raised to the power minus 5 meter square. Cross-sectional area means they are given by area is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 5 meter square. Along with that, and the free electron density in a copper is, free electron density in a copper is given about 10 raised to the power 29 per meter cube. Free electron density is expressed by number of electrons, that will be 10 raised to the power 29 per meter cube. The number of electrons per unit volume, that is expressed by free electron density. Is it clear? Therefore, N is equal to 10 raised to the power 29 per meter cube. Yes, question number A. The torque on the coil. Question number A. Torque on the coil is given by torque is equal to N. Suppose that number of turns is expressed by ಎರಡು capital and small n difference ಗೊತ್ತಾದರೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆದರೆ, suppose this is expressed by capital N. Number of free electron density is expressed by capital N. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ number of turns ಇದೆ, ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ಅನ್ನುವ ರೀಸನ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀತೇನೆ. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಎಸ್. Therefore, torque is equal to number of turns, that is N times of IAB sin theta. Total torque on the coil, the relation torque is equal to N IAB sin theta. Yes, what is N is equal to 20. What about I is equal to 50. Area of cross section A is equal to, area of cross section A is equal to radius they are given. Therefore, area A is equal to pi r square. Area is equal to pi r square. Before that they are given the term. What about A is equal to, alle ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡಿ, A is equal to 10 raised to the power minus 5 meter square and B is equal to magnetic field 0.10 Tesla. Along with that, sin theta, theta is equal to 0 degree. Therefore, sin 0 will be 0. The torque on the coil is equal to 0. ನೀವು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ sin 0ನ ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರದಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಾರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು ಸಹ sin 0ಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಯಿತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು? 0 ಆಯಿತು. ಸರಿಯಾ? ಏನು ದೊಡ್ಡದಿದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ? Therefore, torque on the coil is equal to 0. Yes, what about the force on the coil? Force is equal to, what is the force on the coil? Force on the coil is equal to, if the torque is 0 means torque is equal to force into perpendicular distance. Therefore, there is a directly proportional relation between force and torque. That is the reason why the force is also equal to 0. See the question number C, average force. Question number A ಗೆ ಸಹ 0 ಆನ್ಸರ್, question number B ಗೆ ಸಹ 0. question number A ಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ 0 ಆಯಿತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ sin 0 will be 0. question number B ಯಾಕೆ 0 ಆಯಿತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ torque and forces are directly proportional. Therefore, if the torque is 0 means there is no force. Therefore, the force is also equal to 0. Now, the question number C, average force on the each electron. electron ಅಲ್ಲಿ force ಇದೆ. Average force on the each electron in the coil magnetic field. Due to the magnetic field, the coil is made up of the copper wire of cross sectional area. Coil is made up of the copper wire of cross sectional area 10 raised to the power minus 5 meter square, and the free electron density in a copper. Therefore, we have to calculate the force with respect to the movement of the electrons. Is it clear? We have to calculate the force with respect to the movement of the electrons. That will be F is equal to QVB sin theta. Therefore, F is equal to QVB. In that theta is not equal to 0 degree. In that theta is taken as 90 degree. Their perpendicular component. Therefore, sin 90 will be 1. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಯಾ? Therefore, the force on each electron inside the copper coil or inside that coil is given by the relation F is equal to QVB. Since the electron is moving with a velocity is known as a drift velocity. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದೇ equation ಅನ್ನು ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಹೇಗೆ ಬರೀತೇನೆ ನೋಡಿ. F is equal to QVB ಇದೆ ನೋಡಿ. Q V is expressed by drift velocity, VD drift velocity along with the magnetic field. ಇದೇ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು ಹೀಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು ನೋಡಿ. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿರುವಂತದ್ದು. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇ. ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಎಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಇಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್, ಆದ ರೀಸನ್ ಇಂದಾಗಿ ಇ ಅಂತ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಎಸ್ ವಿ ಡಿ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ವಿ ಡಿ ಅಂತ ಬರಿತೇನೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವಿ ಡಿಯನ್ನು ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ರಿಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, according to the relation between drift velocity and the electric current. See here, ಯಾವ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ? I is equal to n times of E into A into VD. I is equal to n, capital N ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. That is the reason. I is equal to n times of E into A into VD. ಅಲ್ವಾ? Therefore, what about VD is equal to, according to this relation, by rearranging the term, VD is equal to I divided by NEA. Can I substitute here? ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ದ ಡ್ರಿಫ್ಟ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0. ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಂದಾಗಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ವಿತ್ ದ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as a drift velocity. Therefore, force is equal to QVB. VD is expressed as drift velocity. Therefore, B into E is as usual. VD is replaced as according to this relation. Since I is equal to n times of E into A into VD. Current electricity chapter ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. In that VD is equal to, by rearranging the equation, yes, what is the term? I divided by NEA. VD ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಷ್ಟು ಟರ್ಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಬರೆದ್ರಿ. In that the term E gets cancelled out. Therefore, force on the electron F is equal to B times of I divided by n times of A. In that is it. By simplifying this, F is equal to B times of I divided by NA is equal to B will be 0.10 times of I will be 50 divided by N will be 10 raised to the power 29. A will be 10 raised to the power minus 5. That is equal to 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 25 Newton. One more 5 mark or 3 mark question for the board exam. Question number 8th one. A galvanometer coil has a resistance of 12 ohm. And the meter shows a full scale deflection for a current of 3 milliampere. How will you convert the meter into a voltmeter of range 0 to 18 volt? Hope you clear the question. Which means they are asking the question in terms of conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. For that they are given a galvanometer coil has a resistance of 12 ohm, which means that the value of G is equal to 12 ohm, and the meter shows the full scale deflection for a current of 3 milliampere. Ig is equal to 3 milliampere means 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 ampere. How will you convert the meter into a voltmeter of 0 to 18 volt, which means V is equal to 18 volt. Is it clear? A galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter by connecting the high resistance in a series with it. But that resistance is an unknown that we have to calculate. Therefore, that value will be R is in a question. Is it clear? For that equation, we are done by the equation. R is equal to V divided by Ig minus of G. In order to calculate the value of that high resistance, what is the relation? Conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter relation ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು. R is equal to V divided by Ig minus of G. Therefore, R is equal to, what is the value of V is equal to? The value of V is equal to 18 divided by, what is the value of Ig is equal to? 3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. Is it clear? Minus the value of G is equal to 12. Is equal to, simplification is very important. ಎಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಮೈನಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ಪಾಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ. 18 divided by 3 that will be 6 ಅಲ್ವಾ. 10 raised to the power minus 3 ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಇದೆ 1 by ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗ +3, ದರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 6 into 10 raised to the power +3 minus of 12 is equal to, yes, what is that is equal to 6 into 10 raised to the power +3 ಯಾಕೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ, 18 divided by 3 will be 6, 1 by 10 raised to the power -3 will be +3, therefore 10 raised to the power 3 will be 1000 into 6 will be 6000 minus 12, the answer is 5988 ohm. Therefore a galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter by connecting this resistance in series with it, or this resistance is connected in series with the galvanometer, that converts galvanometer into voltmeter. 2 or 3 mark question. Hope you clear that. ತುಂಬಾ ಈಸಿ ಇದೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರಾಯ್ತು ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರಾಯ್ತು. ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 18 divided by 3 ಬರಿತೀರಿ, -12 ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಆಗ ಮೈನಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ, -6 ಬರ್ತದೆ, -6 into 10 raised to the power +3 ಬರ್ದಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮನ್ನು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. LCM ಅನ್ನು ತೆಗಿಬೇಕಂತ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.